Welcome to today's English class. First of all, good morning to everybody. I hope you have enjoyed with the first part and completed your homeworks. Today, we are going to deal the remaining lesson as part 2. That is, take a textbook, page number 5, the fourth paragraph. The fourth paragraph. Don't be so upset even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say, no one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. That is, Lencho's wife told that don't be so upset. Even though we are having a great loss, remember no one dies of hunger. Then Lencho also replied that that's what they say, that is, no one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought of his one hope, that is, the help from God. He had a strong faith with God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Here, conscience means an inner sense of right and wrong. He had a complete faith in God, so he strongly had the conscience that God will help him. So, the entire family would not be hunger for a year. The next, Lencho was an axe of a man working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday, at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. We have already learned that Lencho was a hard-working man. He was working like an animal in the fields. His hard-working nature is compared with the animals. But he knew how to write a letter. Then, the next Sunday, in the morning, he began to write a letter. In that letter, he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. The letter was addressed to God. That is, it was nothing less than a letter to God. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. He started the letter with God, writing the word as God, and he wrote that if you don't help me means my family and I will go hungry this year. The next, I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes because the hailstorm. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside and still trouble went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. One of the employees, who was a postman and also helped at the post office, went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. In that letter, Lenchos need 100 pesos in order to sow his field again and to live until the crop comes because the hailstorm. Here pesos means currency of several Latin American countries. He wrote that to God on the envelope. Envelope means paper cover, to keep the letter. Put the letter inside and still trouble went to the town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and put it in the mailbox. One of the employees, who was a postman and also helped at the post office, went to his boss, that is, went to his head, laughing heartily, and displayed him the letter to God, because he had ever seen the letter addressed to God. Then, never in his career as a postman had he known that address. The postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow, also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter," starting up a correspondence with God. That is, the postmaster was quite a friendly and pleasant man. He too broke out laughing, but soon he became serious. He realized that the sender of the letter had a great faith in God. Here, fellow means a person, tapping means thumping, commented means told. Then, faith means belief. Correspondence means communicating through letter with God. That is, he told that the person was strong faith with the God. So only he is starting up a communicating through letter with that person. The next, so in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea, answered the letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. Then, what did the postmaster do? He didn't want to shake the writer's faith in God, that is, Lencho's faith in God. He decided to answer the letter. Then the postmaster opened means unsealed it, and it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But he suddenly take a resolution. Resolution means firm determination. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave a part of his salary. And then he collected some money from his friends and for the act of an charity. Here, act of charity means help given to the poor people. The postmaster collected some money. The next, it was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho and with it a letter containing only a single word as signature, God. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. Then what happened next? It was impossible for the postmaster to collect 100 pesos from them. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. More than half means above 50%. He put the money in an envelope and addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature as God. That is, the postmaster collected 70 pesos, that is part of his salary, as well as he collected some money from the post office employees as well as friends. Then the next Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. That is, Lencho came to the post office and asked if there was a letter for him. The next, it was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money, such was his confidence, but he became angry when he counted the money. Then what happened next? It was the postman himself handed over the letter to Lencho, while the postmaster, feeling something, experiencing means feeling something, the contentment means satisfaction of a man who has performed a good act, looked on from his office. But Lencho, what was Lencho's feeling? Lencho showed not the slightest means not even a little surprise on seeing the money. Then, such was his confidence, but he became angry when he counted the money. Lencho believed that God didn't deceive him, that is, refused him. That is, Lencho had a firm and unshaken faith in God. He did expect help from God. Then God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. Immediately, Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. Then he told that he believed that God could never deceive him. Immediately, he wrote a second letter to God and posted it. That is, from the public writing table, he wrote a letter to God. Then, after completing the letter, he went to the window and bought a stamp, which he licked means strike with the tongue, and then affixed to the envelope with the blow of his fist. Fist means closed palm. Then he finished the letter. Then, that is what happened. After counting the money, he was very angry, and so then he again started writing the letter to God and sent it to the mailbox. Then after that, the moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lencho. That is what happened. The postmaster opened the letter very eagerly, but Lencho wrote that he received 70 pesos that had been sent by God, but he requested God to send him 100 pesos. So he once again requested God to send him the rest of the money, that is 30 pesos. He asked God not to send the money through the mail. The post office employees were bunch of crooks. Here, bunch of crooks means a group of cheats. Here, the Lencho mistakenly told that the postmaster as well as the post office employees are the group of cheats because he received only 70 pesos. He thought that the remaining, that is 30 pesos, are taken by the post office employees. Then, next, we are going to have the character sketch. First of all, Lencho. Lencho was a man of limited means and earned his living by farming his fields. He had an unshaken faith in God. He believed that God always helps the people with a clear conscience. Therefore, when he lost all hopes and he and his family were on the verge of starvation, he looked towards God for help. His deep faith in God even impressed the postmaster who decided to help him. He was a little educated to write a letter. He shows his innocence by trying to have a correspondence with God directly. While he had an unshaken faith in God, he mistrusted easily the motives of men. He could never know, and nor did he ever try to know, who had sent him those 70 pesos to help him. It is quite ironical that he abused his helpers by calling them a bunch of crooks. This is the character sketch of Lencho. Then the next character sketch is the postmaster. The postmaster has all that is good in human thinking and behavior. He has thorough understanding of a sharp, sympathetic, and sensitive mind. He knows how the mind of a God-fearing rustic like Lencho works. He doesn't want to break the deep faith of Lencho in God. First, he laughed at the man who wanted to have a direct correspondence with God. After reading the letter, he was deeply moved and impressed by Lencho's faith in God. He knew that merely goodwill was not sufficient. The farmer needed financial help, so he collected a sum of 70 pesos from his employees. Then, Homer, who or what did Lencho have faith in? What did he do? Then second one, who read the letter? Third one, what did the postmaster do then? Then prepare the answer. Well, okay. Thank you, students.